We come now to the stage of pitch class A, and Bach has laid a banquet for our enjoyment. The A major Prelude is an exercise in three-part counterpoint with the main melody first heard in the soprano voice, accompanied by two countermelodies. The organization of this short movement is quite like that of a fugue, with that melody and its companions passed around from voice to voice in several transpositions and treated to quasi-inversion. The disposition of this little essay could be described as sunny, and that applies to the fugue that follows it as well. It must also be said that there's something slightly outrageous about the fugue's subject, and its glinting edge is little by little whelmed and subsumed by the sheer beauty of its constantly active counterpoint that pushes continually against its confining envelope of 9/8 time. You'll see what I mean in a few minutes. The A minor movements, although not overly long, are vast within their temporal limits, at least in my experience. I found the fugue in particular to be both powerful and daunting, and struggled to understand it until my friend David Petratus shared something beautiful with me, and I want to read a little of it here. This is from a splendid essay by Maria Popova, in which she quotes from poet Ronald Johnson's epic poem, Ark. Here's one of the passages, the one that really jumped out at me. The physicists tell us that sounding bodies are in a state of stationary vibration, and that when the word syzygy last shook atoms, its boundary was an ever slighter pulse of heat and hesitation of heat. Matter delights in music and became Bach. Its dreams are the abyss and empyrean, and to that end may move in time the stones themselves to sing. To transpose some of Johnson's language, Johann Sebastian Bach was matter delighting in music. Surely that's the key to these A minor movements. The A minor Prelude, only a little over a minute long, is a driven thing, its furious energy finally dissipating in its final Picardy cadence. Its primary theme begins with a kind of tossing motion on the first beat of 9/8 time, followed by a triadic wave, resulting in a motive that's an octave in compass and situated on the 5th scale degree, in other words, in plagal position. And it is a motive that's designed to be driven vehemently. And if its companion fugue can be described in a single word, that word, in my view, would be symphonic. This fugal project is so different from anything we've encountered so far that I needed a new way of describing its shape. What I've resorted to perhaps, is a little unconventional, so if you're studying for your doctoral comprehensives and are relying on this channel for any of your information, you'll also want to give due consideration to what other commentators have said about it. A fugue's subject is, of course, its thesis, and will therefore exercise a shaping role in the whole enterprise. This fugue's harmonically closed subject is itself a treatise in melody as an expression of harmony, and the fugue that's shaped from it is epic. I see the fugue as unfolding mostly in 4 ample chapters, with plenty of developmental material linking those chapters. Since we're dealing with a fugue, I've identified those chapters as expositions and counter-expositions, 2 of each. In the expositions, the elaborate subject is presented in prime form, and in the counter-expositions, the inverted form is used. There's also a lot of 2-beat canon in this fugue, with the subject in both of its permutations presented that way exclusively in the second exposition and second counter-exposition. Beyond that dry description, I don't think I'll attempt anymore, since I just don't have the language that could properly describe this music and do it justice. It is, as I said, overwhelming, and seems to me a source of much food for the soul. I hope your experience of it is as powerful as mine has been. The pianist, as usual, is Tatiana Nikolayeva.